it does depend what stage you're at and kind of who you're bringing in. If you try to hire the philosopher as your first hire, good luck. You need to get stuff done. So definitely, I have made that mistake. I was like, "Ooh, wow, you think alike," and then and we ended up having two people thinking and no one actually doing. I was like, "Well, that's not actually a great fit." And then on the other kind of side of like the fast growing startups where it was too easy to just throw money at hiring and it just a number count. There is no structure or purpose behind culture fit or culture add. It's like, hey, I need 10 engineers. Great. What kind? All right. I'm just going to kind of turn on this pipe. They're going to come through. And maybe there's lack of kind of management system, lack of a culture of accountability. And the
Mm.
CEO is still the one who is a bottleneck on making decisions. Great. Bodies is not going to really help. So coming back to your question in terms of the wrong hire could mean very different things in all stages of a business. But I think something that is in common with a lot of leaders who I respect is that they're not immune to making bad hires, but they learn. And I think this is one thing that does separate a lot of good leaders from great leaders, mediocre leaders with good leaders. It's all that learning process of, okay, we have tried something out and let's be able to take a step back and have a discussion or even simply admit to that that was a bad idea. And this is what we can learn from and move forward. So the same person who introduced me to the idea of culture add and culture fit, he ran a startup and then got funding, got booted out as a founding team. Then went to work for another startup, got funding, and then wanting to shield his kind of engineering team from the rest of the company and didn't work. And then tried a third time trying to kind of build good culture and failed. Failed three times. And every time he vowed to not make the same mistake again, which he technically didn't, just that the results were exactly the same. And so, but one thing that I do respect kind of him a lot is he kept at it. It's like, this is extremely important. This is something that eventually I'll get right. And eventually this is what's going to make or break a company. So I think that's much more important trait kind of as we kind of hone in and talk about leadership than it is like, how do you avoid making a mistake?